everyone, it's Kira and welcome back to another What I Eat in a Day as a vegan who eats intuitively. Every day is different for me, but this is just what made me feel good and what I fancied eating on this day, and as always, this is just what I eat and what works for me. Before we get into all of the yummy food though, I wanted to let you know that today's video has been sponsored by Skillshare. Skillshare is an absolutely wonderful online learning platform for creative people that gives you the opportunity to try out loads of classes in such a wide range of creative topics, whether you're looking to learn more about filmography or video editing, maybe photography, creative writing, productivity, journaling, or business development. There are really so many classes and it makes learning and developing skills so much fun and also really easy to tailor to your own personal learning style, and basically just allows you to fit learning into your own lifestyle, which I just think is absolutely wonderful. As I've recently moved house, I've been really focusing on organisation and productivity, so I found myself gravitating towards some classes on journaling, particularly some by the wonderful Amanda Rach Lee, who some of you might know from her bullet journaling channel. Her classes are always really wonderful and just so uplifting, but there are really classes to suit every single interest out there on Skillshare. Skillshare is also super affordable with annual subscriptions equaling out to less than $10 per month. But if you're wanting to try Skillshare out, the first 1,000 people to click the link in my description box will get a free trial of Skillshare Premium, meaning that you can try it out for yourself. Thank you again to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video, and let's get into the food. So this morning I started out the day with a run around my new neighbourhood, which was lovely, and when I came back I warmed up with a lovely cup of Earl Grey tea made with oat milk in a mug that I think is in the running for my new favourite mug. And then for breakfast I made probably what is one of my favourite breakfasts, or a variation of, which is essentially just a yoghurt bowl. Some of the simplest things that you can have for breakfast are often the best, and yoghurt bowls are definitely in that category because they're so easy to vary up and make different. They're really quick and easy to make, and of course they are delicious. So I used this Oikos vegan Greek style yogurt, which is like coconutty, and it has chocolate chips in. I'm just gonna let that sink in for a second. Yogurt with chocolate chips, oh my god, it is good on its own, but I make it even better by adding in some of my favourite vegan vanilla protein powder from the brand Free Soul. It's the tastiest vanilla protein powder ever, and when you mix it in with this coconutty, chocolatey yogurt, it literally tastes like you're eating cake batter, which is always a good thing, especially for breakfast. I topped it off with some delicious strawberries, which I'm so glad are coming back into season, and then my go-to granola, which is the Deliciously Ella original granola. And honestly, this is just the best that it gets for me. Breakfast does not get better than this. It's just so delicious. Fresh strawberries, crunchy granola, and cake batter flavoured yogurt. Then for a little mid-morning drink, pick-me-up sweet treat, I had a vegan hot chocolate. I made that with the Galaxy Vegan hot chocolate powder, and then I also made it chocolatier, or even more chocolatey, with some Alpro chocolate soy milk, which is their high protein one. It tastes just the same as normal, and I figured it can never hurt to have a little bit more protein. But honestly, I say this about everything that I eat because I just love food so much, but look at this, how good does that look? It was so bubbly and frothy and warming, because although it is spring and we're starting to see a little bit more sun, it's still a little bit chilly, so I feel like hot chocolates are just incredible. Now normally I am a sweet tooth and I don't often eat savoury food until dinner time, but today at lunchtime I just really fancied pasta, so I ended up using this high protein fusilli pasta, which I found in Morrison's, and I just popped that on the hob, cooked it as you do with pasta, and then I decided to try out this little TikTok hack that I'd seen, which was to put your spinach that you want to wilt in the colander and then pour the pasta water on top of it, and then that wilts it. So I let that spinach wilt under the pasta, and then I was having pesto pasta, because you can't really do better than that. And this was my first time trying out this zest of basil vegan pesto, and honestly, it's possibly the best vegan pesto that I've tried. I really do like the Wicked Kitchen olive one as well, but this one just tastes like proper authentic pesto, and it was delightful. Genuinely think that pesto pasta with wilted spinach and nutritional yeast on top, which I'm just adding right now, is just one of the biggest joys in life. It is so good, and it was really nice to have a warming and delicious lunch on this chilly, gloomy March day. Oh, I love pasta so much. And then it was time for dinner. So on this day I was just making fajitas for dinner, which is my go-to meal when I just can't really be bothered to do anything because it's so easy. So I just basically used a tin of cannellini beans, a chopped up red pepper, and then, kind of lazy, I know, but I just used the Old El Paso smoky barbecue fajita mix because their seasoning mix and salsa is so good. And once the fajita mix was finished cooking, which literally takes about 5 minutes because of course the beans are already cooked, I assembled a couple of wraps. So I used the Nush chive and cream cheese thing, which is obviously almond based, and it's so good, tastes like sour cream. Big old handful of spinach, and then some of the like bean and pepper mix, and also some She's vegan cheese, and finally to finish off some ketchup, because if you know me, you know I put ketchup on basically everything. And then I quickly realized that I'd probably put a little bit too much filling into that first fajita, which is always the case, but hindsight is everything, I guess. And honestly, so messy to eat, but so worth it because fajitas are just so delicious. So I had a couple of those wraps, and after dinner I had some of this Montezuma vegan milk chocolate alternative. It was my first time trying it. I had it with a cup of tea, and it was really delicious and creamy, and the perfect way to finish off this day. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.